I'm Facebook friends with a woman who is a writer and a speaker. Kendra Brookhuis is a mom with a husband and family. They have 4 living children and 1 miscarried child, and they live in Milwaukee in an older section of the city. They're learning, as she says, what it means to be salt and light in their corner of the world, and she shares some of her life with us in the form of a book, blog, and posts on social media. As many of you know, the marriage relationship is anything but simple, anything but easy. And when children come into the relationship, the complexity increases seemingly exponentially. Hundreds of books have been written, countless seminars, classes, videos, blogs, and other form of communication have been expended on the marriage relationship and how to have a really great one. And while it is impossible to condense it all down in just a few words, Kendra recently left her followers with these words of wisdom. And they're in the form of 1 always, 1 sometimes, and 1 never. And so I commend these to you. Always assume the best of your spouse. When you're in a mutually loving partnership with someone, you can give them the benefit of the doubt that they also want what is best and are trying their best, even when you have very different ways of solving problems. Sometimes reflect on where you've been as a couple, where you are now as a couple, and where you hope to go as a couple. Dreaming together, processing disappointments, and noting God's faithfulness through it all is a good rekindler. And never tear your spouse down in front of other people. There's a difference between mutual sarcasm at times and then cutting another person down out of anger to lift yourself up. The way you view and speak of your spouse is incredibly powerful, for better or for worse. Those 3 words of advice, always, sometimes, and never, those 3 words can easily be moved into the family relationship of the church. Always assume the best of your fellow church family members. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes reflect on where we as a church family have been and where we are now and where we hope to go as a family of God's children. And never cut down a Christian brother or sister out of anger or malice in front of others. The way we talk about our brothers and sisters is indeed incredibly powerful, for worse or for better. May you walk in love this week, just as Jesus Christ also loved you and gave himself for you, an offering and sacrifice to God as a fragrant aroma.